Hello and welcome back to Colonial Airstream. I'm Patrick Botticelli. Today I'm very excited to take you through the all-new 2023 Airstream Classic 33 front bedroom. The model we're going to look at today is a queen bed model, but it's also available with front twins. The MSRP is $199,200 on the one we're demoing today. And I would like to take you through the exterior first, and then we'll walk through the inside because there's a lot of awesome details to show you. This trailer has a gross vehicle weight rating of 10,000 pounds, has a dry weight of 8,375 pounds, and a net cargo carrying capacity of 1,625 pounds. The hitch weight is 1,000 pounds, and it's best suggested to get a 3/4 ton pickup or higher to tow this trailer. The trailer length is 33 feet 3 inches, and exterior width is 8 foot 5.5 inches, giving you interior width of 8 feet 1 inch. Interior headroom is 6 foot 6.5 inches, and the exterior height from the ground to the top of the air conditioning is 9 feet 6 inches. The trailer comes equipped with 16-inch rims and tires. These are LT 225/75 R16. You have a rubber torsion axle, never lube hubs, and never adjust brakes, drum brakes on this trailer. If you look up, there is a power awning by Zip-D. It's lighted, it's got sunbrella material, and you can tilt it, and it's all controlled through the touchpad or your smart control through your cell phone. There's clearance lights, side marker lights all the way around. Of course, they're LED. The rear tail lights, beautiful cast aluminum housings here. Rear bumper, polished aluminum. This lid lifts up, and there's a space for additional storage here. There's a storage hatch here. These are all insulated, weather sealed, double sealed, lockable. The flooring goes throughout all the compartments and the whole floor in the trailer. And then in here happens to be a crank. This is to manually crank, for emergency purpose, your power stabilizer jacks. This trailer has stabilizer jacks, all 4 corners, that are power operated, and they're gonna take the bounce out of your walk when you're inside. If you wanna level the trailer, you could use your electric hitch jack that's up front. You can put leveling blocks under the tires, and that will level you out. Where do you store this extra stuff? Well, I would suggest storing it in one of these underbelly storage compartments. And you can put the wheel chocks and blocks of wood in here. There's 3 total on the 33 front bedroom Classic. The underbelly is completely enclosed, insulated, and your tanks are heated by 12 volt and insulated as well. So this trailer has some cold weather capabilities. Rear window opens all the way out. These are tinted tempered glass windows. You got a rear window awning here. You pull this strap down, spin this around, and the window awning will roll up, and it's metal wrapped to protect it when you're driving. Above that, you see the backup camera. There's a wireless backup camera, but it's not only for backing. This is a driving camera. It comes with a display. We'll see it when we get inside. You can put that in your tow vehicle. You plug it into a 12 volt socket, turn on your parking lights or headlights on the vehicle, now power up that camera. You can leave it on while you're driving, see what's going on behind you, or just use it for backing. Come around this side. We have the waste system here. You have 32 gallons of gray waste, and you have 36 gallons of black waste. And those discharge out of the Valterra tube here. So you need a waste hose, which we provide you here at Colonial Airstream. This cap comes off. You snap on your waste hose. And then the best practice is to empty your black first. Black is toilet waste. Pull this straight out. That will discharge the waste out of here properly into a dump station. We have a lot of videos on how to empty the waste in an RV on our YouTube channel, so make sure you subscribe. When that's done, you close it, and then you follow through with your gray waste, which is your sink and shower waste, and that will help clean out your waste hose. It's always best practice to leave these closed until you're ready to empty the tank, so you don't get any tank buildup inside, so it all flows out evenly and flushes out your tank. There's also a black tank flush built into this trailer that periodically, after you empty your waste, you can hook up a garden hose to this fitting here. You take a regular garden hose, not your freshwater drinking hose. You put on the hose, open up your black tank, turn on the hose inside. It sprays the walls of the tank down, gets rid of all that residual waste. I would do that when you're done camping. You're ready to put it away for storage. The last time you empty your tank before you're done camping, flush it. There's also here utility for cable or satellite on board. If people are still doing satellite, that you could put the external satellite dish there. There's a light here that illuminates this dump station so you can see at night. There is another underbelly storage here. Generous amount of storage in the Classic. I think you get the most total. There's a city water inlet. We give you a freshwater drinking hose with the trailer. You screw that on, and this has a water pressure regulator built into it, protects your water and plumbing from high unexpected spikes in water pressure at the campground. In the wheel well, there's some drip tubes for the air conditioners, two 15,000 BTU air conditioners, rooftop air conditioners with electric heat pumps on board. Any condensation will run down through these wheel wells. There's a window awning that goes mostly down the side of the trailer, just hooks on. And then there's a little travel latch in the back that can lock it in place when you're towing. You don't want this thing blowing out when you're driving down the highway at 80 miles an hour. Over here is the 52-gallon freshwater tank. There's a freshwater holding tank on board. So this over here, this one that we just checked out, that's if you want to supply water to your plumbing when you're at a campground and the supply of their water here. But if you want to hold water and have your own water, you want to go boondocking, you take the hose, you stick it in this hole here, put the pressure on low. You don't want this thing spewing out all over. And that will help fill your tank with 52 gallons of water. And there's an onboard 12-volt water pump on board that will give you water pressure to all your plumbing and faucets. And this is a lockable compartment so no one can contaminate it. And it's all made out of stainless steel. This has a smart plug. These are great. I'm not going to pull it out and reset the trailer because I have it plugged in, but you squeeze these and you pull out, and that gives you an excellent connection for your electricity. Some of those twist lock type style, no one seems to ever get them right and twist them in correctly so you don't have perfect contact, and it causes the power cords to overheat. This one won't do that. You just plug it in like a regular electrical outlet. But this is 50 amps. So this is two-stage. So there's 4 prongs on this cord. So you got a neutral, a ground, and 2 hot leads that go into the trailer. And that will power everything in the Airstream trailer that it's equipped with. There's going to be situations where you go to a campground, they only have 30 amp. That's okay. Colonial Airstream, we include this dog bone adapter that goes from 50 to 30. Now 30 amp is only a single stage. It only has 1 hot lead, a neutral, and ground. So it terminates one of those leads so that you can't run everything at the same time in the trailer when you're using one of these adapters. But not everybody in every situation needs to put both air conditioners on at the same time when they're camping. Over here is the controls for the power stabilizer jack. So you could extend and retract them right here. And you just want them to touch the ground. You could add a little bit of torque to them, but you're not going to be lifting the trailer up and trying to lift it and make it completely level. They're just for stabilizing. Outside utility shower with hot and cold water. This winds up and the whole door shuts for storage. There's a cooktop ventilation here, so when you turn on the cooktop fan, this will vent outside. There's little louvers here, latches for traveling. You don't want this thing flopping around when you're going down the highway. Well, you can put the latches on, that will prevent that from happening. Another underbelly storage here. And you know, I did say I had 3 before. You actually have 4. There's another one over here. And then that waste hose, when you're done using it, there's a storage tube here. So this storage tube you can slide your waste hose into, so it's completely separate from everything in your trailer. Why would you want that with anything else, right? So that's where it goes. Another window awning here. This is the VIN plate. This has all the tire information, tire pressure, the gross vehicle weight rating. Everything is listed right here on this VIN plate, but there is a stamped VIN plate on the battery box. Around front, we have stainless steel wrap protectors. These protect the body. These are stainless steel. This is aluminum. This is Alcoa aluminum. So if you hit something in the road, it's going to hit this and hopefully not dent it, but there's a gap between this and the body that allows some deflection so the body of the trailer won't dent. And there's a big hinge here and 3 nuts you can remove. You can swing these out and you can clean the body behind it, wax the body, do your maintenance that you're supposed to do. There's solar stone guards over the front glass windows here. These tethers come out and will allow you to lift this centerpiece up, and you could lock it in using this knurl knob here. And now you could open up your window, clean your glass, right? And then there's 2 Phillips head screwdriver nuts here that you could undo and swing this out and it slips off. You don't want to overextend it, increase the body, but that will allow you to clean the glass behind this rock guard. Now these aren't meant to be completely sealed to the body because otherwise you get a lot of condensation buildup. So there's a gap, so you might get some leaves back here. That's okay, just swing them out and clean the leaves out periodically. Got to maintain your investment. So there is things you need to do. There's a little bit of work, but not too much. This here on the ground is an external grill port. So you just screw this into your low pressure compatible barbecue grill. And then this end is a quick disconnect, and there's a connection here that it snaps into. Pull the collar back, and then you could turn the gas valve on, and then off the propane system in the trailer, you could run a barbecue grill. Now they give you a short hose purposely because we know people make mistakes. You don't want to cook underneath your awning. There's a potential fire hazard. So they purposely put it here so you could put it here so you're not tempted to do it over on the other side. There are some people that want to cook with high pressure, right? Like a regular grill. Well, that's okay. You got 2 propane tanks. And depending on when your trailer is built, it could either have 30-pound bottles or 40-pound bottles. This particular one has 40-pound propane cylinders, 2 of them. And you could just disconnect one of your tanks and hook up a barbecue grill right to one of your propane tanks. You could take them out and hook up their barbecue grill. But now that we're on this, Colonial Airstream, we fill these for you. Each trailer comes with filled tanks. The tanks have a gauge. They have a gauge inside the trailer that communicates with the control so you can see how much propane you have. And if you want to fill them, you take this little nut off. The bottle cover lifts completely off and allows you to take your propane tanks and swing them into the back of your truck. You take them to get filled. They do not lift through the bottle cover like some people might think. And then there's a tether here to keep it down when you're driving. The front storage compartment, and by the way, all these body compartments here that are lockable, they have lights in them, so it illuminates the whole area at night, so you can see what's going on. But again, insulated, weather sealed, lockable. This trailer has 300 watts of solar on the roof, comes standard. With the solar, you get 2 lithium iron phosphate batteries by Battleborn, heated, so if it's cold weather camping, you can still charge them. And they're 100 amp hours each, 12-volt batteries in parallel. They're housed right here. Colonial Airstream gives you this lock so you can lock this compartment. We don't want anybody stealing your batteries. They're expensive. So you can lock them, keep them safe, and you can always expand and do more lithium batteries. You could do larger inverter systems. This comes standard with a 1,000 watt pure sine wave inverter, but aftermarket, you could do 2,000 or 3,000 watt if that suits your needs. Over here is the electric hitch jack. You could raise and lower the hitch off the back of your truck. You can also turn on a light to illuminate this area so you can see what you're doing at night. This cap comes off and there's a manual tool that you could put on it just in case you had a failure. You can manually crank the trailer up and down by hand. You got to take the bottles out of the way. And then this has a 2 5/16 inch ball. So your vehicle has to have the compatible hitch ball, but we would recommend a weight distribution hitch system with sway control or one of those Pro Pride hitches. Colonial Airstream gives you a hitch coupler lock so no one can lift this up, so no one can get a ball underneath it and steal your trailer. The trailer has a 7-way power connection. So this is what's going to give you your turn signals, brake signal. You're going to need a brake controller in your tow vehicle, whether it's built in or you're going to do an aftermarket. Something you got to know when you are shopping for a tow vehicle. to get it with the brake control. If not, you can do aftermarket brake controllers, and most vehicles are compatible with the hardwired ones. There are wireless ones if that is what's needed in a particular situation. Trailer breakaway cable, this gets firmly attached to the hitch receiver on your tow vehicle. If the trailer and the truck ever came detached, this would pull out and this activates the brakes on the trailer. You never pull this out as like an emergency brake or a parking brake. What happens when you pull this out, it activates the brakes. You got full 12 volt going to that magnet to lock that drum in place. That will burn out your batteries in a few hours. So it's just for emergency purposes, leave it in there. You could check it and maintain it and make sure the cable's not frayed, but don't pull that out. It happens more than you think. Safety chains, you crisscross them and firmly attach them to the hitch receiver of your truck. Nice painted frame. This is a textured paint they have on the solid boxed steel frame of the Airstream travel trailer. You come around this side, we have the spare tire set up. So this comes with a full size spare, just like the tires on the tow vehicle. And to get that out, you take this little pin out. This one slides across, and then the tire drops down. You gotta check your tire pressure and your tires, your lug nut torque. You gotta do that each and every time on your trip. Make sure you don't forget the spare. It's something you gotta check because you don't wanna get a flat tire and then realize that your spare tire is also flat. Then what are you gonna do? You just make sure that's up nice and secure. Next to that, we have a external solar port. So there's 300 watts of solar on the roof. If you want more, you could do an external portable solar panel and you could charge your batteries. Comes with this little multi-tool. These really don't work. This one does. 1/2-inch drive socket. So you can put any sockets that you own into this 1/2-inch drive and you could use this as a tool. And then when you're done using it, stores nice and flat. Over here, we have a latch to keep this door from flying around on a windy day. Now you know how much I love these Airstream entry doors. I'm not gonna go over too much detail because you guys heard it a lot, but let's check out the screen. It attaches from the main door, swings around, nice and square, nice and tight, all welded. There's stainless steel hinges with 6 rivets on each hinge. The door is insulated. This is equal bad insulation all the way around. There's flex foil insulation underneath the floor. The composite flooring underneath the trailer is water resistant. That has better screw retention. So when this floor is screwed in, it has less of a chance of having creaks on board. It's one piece. The whole entire trailer, 33-foot trailer, is one piece of a composite material, all CNC cut, exact holes where everything needs to be. You don't have that tongue and groove seam that could make a creak or that waviness in the floor. It's very consistent. And then on top of that floor, there's woven vinyl, premium infinity woven vinyl flooring throughout the whole entire trailer. A lot of people think it's loopy and you're gonna get things stuck underneath it. It's not. They've been using this since 2015 on the Airstream Classic, and the customers are very happy with it. And this threshold here, this little lump here, allows you to sweep the floor out, but it also hides something very important. One of the most unique features of the Airstream Classic is the hydronic heating system, and it is incredible. You turn the hydronic heating system, runs on gas and electric. It has a boiler basically underneath one of these dinette with a pump that pumps glycol through radiators that surround the whole entire trailer. So you have a curtain of hot air behind all your cabinets, behind your wardrobe, everywhere. So all the walls on a really cold day are gonna be warm. It's different than a forced hot air propane furnace. A forced hot air propane furnace, it blows hot air into very isolated areas. So you got hot, cold zones. When you open cabinets, it might be a little bit cooler than the interior room. Not on the Classic. They do a great job. But it runs around the whole trailer. So this protects those glycol lines. And then you'll see when we go inside, there's radiators throughout. The screen door has screen door guards built into it. Heavy duty hinges on this door. Gaskets are really thick. I'm gonna slam it for you guys because you love that. Deadbolt, entry door, lock. Anybody home? This is a lit entry door handle so you can see what's going on at night. There's motion sensor aisle lights inside, so when you get in, if you don't want to turn on the lights, it'll sense you. There's an outside electrical outlet here. The Aldi system, the hydronic system, this is the heat discharge, the fumes, and the fresh air intake, all right here. And let's check out the step, all aluminum, folds up. They've been using this step for a long time, and it's done extremely well. Look at this. There is some maintenance. You got to grease it. You got to tighten the screws every once in a while. I see it forgotten, but you do need to do stuff to your trailer. This flips around and up. So if you only need one step, you don't have to fold the other one down. And then when you're ready to put it away, you just click it up, and then to bring it down, when you lift up on this, it releases the steps. And then you want to make sure it locks in firm. See what happens here? If you don't have it down all the way, when you go to step on it, the step's going to go away. So make sure it's locked. And then if you want to bring the other step down, you pull from the back. So here, and put one finger here, and then it flips around, just like that. Don't leave it out when you're towing either. This door frame here is all extruded aluminum. It's all TIG welded here. So if any water got through the door, it's going to come down. This is on an angle. It's going to allow it to roll right out. You got grip tape on this area too, so you don't slip when you're coming in and out of the trailer. Now, let's head inside the trailer and we'll walk you through. Come on. Welcome to the inside of the Classic. Now, this is the queen bed model. It's a front bedroom. It's also available in two different interior decors. Comfort white with Earl Grey or cafe latte seating, or estate brown with chamomile or Earl Grey seating. In the back is a bathroom. So I'm going to give you a quick walk around the inside, and then I'm going to go into a little bit more detail. Let's head up here first. This bed is 60 inches by 75 inches long. The twin beds on this model are 36 inches wide by 80 inches, and it'll be one of each side. Got a beautiful panoramic window up front. You have a center galley kitchen, refrigerator, pantry storage, lots of counter space. Across from that, there is a dinette, and this folds into a bed. It's 42 inches by 76 inches long. Then you have the entertainment and lounge area with a sofa with two reclining foot pedestals that sit across a desk and a workstation. This also has a power projection screen, because here is the projector, and you can sit here and have that theater experience with this projection screen. All the way in the back is a bathroom. This is one of the biggest bathrooms in an Airstream travel trailer. And you got a nice thick door here, so you got plenty of privacy. There's a wardrobe for storage, vessel style sink, a ledge here, toilet, and this massive shower. And I say massive, it's in comparison to some of the other more compact showers that we have in the other models. Now you kind of know the lay of the land. Let me dive into the details, and we'll start back here. If you look up, there's ductwork throughout. The air conditioning and electric heat pump system is ducted throughout the trailer. So you could turn registers off and have more air go to a different part of the trailer. You could also spin them in different directions here. There's a bathroom fan where you push up and you push the little button, and that'll allow stale air or steam to vent out of the bathroom. Make sure you pull it down when you're done. Let's check out this wardrobe again. There's two Zip-D chairs in here. So there's two folding chairs you can put outside, but they store in here when you're not using them. It's cedar lined. There's also two cushions here, which are the insert for the dinette when that's folded into a bed. And then Colonial has our waist hose in here and our RV starter kit. But below that, there's a safe. They build a safe into the trailer so you can hide some of your valuables. And this is bolted right in. It goes all the way down to the floor. And they have this nice material here that prevents all your stuff in the closet from sliding around. Below that, there's two drawers here. There's an access panel for service for electrical stuff. The wardrobe has its own light. Look at these cool light switches they have. Like little push buttons here. And they're all labeled, the Airstream's logo on them, pretty cool. Over here, I could turn on and off the bathroom lights, the shower light, the vanity light. I could do all that from here, and they don't just shut off, they dim down. It's pretty sharp. You could also turn on the water pump. In the vanity, there's adjustable shelves in here, so you could put them in different position. You have solid surface countertop, vessel style sink, storage below, nice growy faucet in here, and this rear window, just like the rest of the windows, twist, lift. Look at all that ventilation you have. Can you imagine like parking this trailer, backing it up to a beautiful place, and you're in the shower? You can kind of check out the scenery. Love the windows in the Airstreams. And then if you want the privacy, this happens to be emergency exit too. So all that means is the handles are red, you pull this cord and it unravels the screen so you can climb out. If you want privacy though, you can put down the Ocean Air roller shades, just hook them in, just like that. Now you have full privacy. These lift up and you have additional storage. Look at all this premium hardware. This is all solid wood. It's not melamine with a vinyl sticker. This is wood here. So are the doors. These gaps here allow the hydronic heat from the radiators to come out. And what they do is, it's kind of cool, they put a loop in so you can heat up your towel. When you get out of the shower, you have a nice warm towel. They also put it below the floor in the shower. So when you're in the shower, the floor is actually heated. So there's a loop like this that goes right underneath the shower base. This has the Dometic electric flush toilet, 12-volt flush toilet. You have storage here and here. Back to the shower. I'm gonna get in. I'm 5'9", I got my boots on. But I got plenty of room in here, and there's enough volume in here where you're pretty comfortable. You could even put a little seat in here if you wanted to. But there's storage racks here. There's a clothesline that pulls across. This is the aluminum interior skin, so this is really easy to clean. And then this shower wand is also adjustable up and down. It's all premium Kohler fixtures, and then they have a subway tile looking wall, but it's actually one sheet, so there's no grout lines to worry about. And then when you're done using the shower, when you're traveling, just latch it in place, and that protects it. And then on the back side of the door, there's a mirror, and then there's some access panels to get to maintenance for the hydronic heating system. There's a reservoir, there's a glycol system. It expands and contracts, so it needs somewhere for that extra fluid to go, and there's another one down there. Back to the living space, let's go over this desk in a little bit more detail. See this gap here? Another space for the hydronic heating system to allow heat to come up through. There's an electrical outlet here with USB. Roman shades. You manually pull them down. It gives you great privacy. You got upper roof locker storage here. And there's several inverter outlets on board. Again, it's a 1,000 watt pure sine wave inverter. So you can run electronics on there, but nothing like a toaster or hair dryer. This chair tethers in, so when you're towing, it doesn't roll down the aisle, but this rolls out, also lifts up, and you can put your laptop and some stuff in there. Good hiding spot. You got some drawer storage here, and these are access panels for service. There's a Bose soundbar here. Let's open this one again. This trailer comes with the TST TPMS system, so there's a tire pressure monitoring system built into each tire, and this monitor goes in your tow vehicle. And then there's a tool for the power awning. It's an emergency kit that you never want to take out of the trailer. Just leave it in here. If something ever happens to the awning, we have a YouTube video on how to operate it if you have no power, and you're going to need this kit, and you should get a drill too. Over here, we have the sofa. This flips up and down, so you can have 3 people sit here, but there's USB charge ports built in, solid surface metal. To put the power pedestals up, just press the little button. Another one on this side. And then down here on the floor, there's a propane leak detector. So right when we walked in the door, there was a fire detector. You saw an emergency exit. We have a propane leak detector, and we have carbon monoxide and smoke detectors on board. Up top here is the intake for one of the air conditioners. These have great filters built into them. That's exclusive to the Classic, Pottery Barn, and now the Globetrotter for 2023. There's roof locker storage here. There's an antenna booster on board that boosts up radio and television antenna signal. And then this is the Fusion stereo that's on board. This is Sirius XM ready, and it also is Wi-Fi compatible. There's different HDMI ports that allow you to plug in a DVD player, Blu-ray player, stuff like that. An inverter outlet up above. And then on this side is the owner's bag. And we talked about the wireless backup camera. This is the device that goes in your vehicle. You could suction cup it to the windshield, plug it into 12 volt, turn the parking lights on, very important step. And that'll power up that camera in the back of the trailer. The projector, we saw that before. More Roman shades for privacy on this side. Moving back a little bit further, we have the dinette, which is power. So I want to operate this dinette. I push this button. The dinette goes down. So now that the dinette's down, I'll grab these two cushions and you insert them, and they got these little grips on them so they don't slide around. You insert them, put one here, and now you got a bed, and it's, you know, pretty decent size. 5'9", I'm fitting on it. You could fit 2 adults in this if you needed to. It wouldn't be a permanent solution, right, if you're gonna have 4 people stay in this trailer 24/7, but it'd be good for a specific trip that you had planned. Inverter outlet next to the dinette. That window opens all the way. Above that is a vista view window. So this gives you light but maintains your privacy. But if you don't want all that light, you could close the shade. There's also a skylight here that you can close off. Keeps the heat out inside. And this is a thermal break, so it's acrylic material. So there's inside and outside shell. There's a fantastic fan here that's controlled off the touchpad that will allow you to discharge and exhaust hot air out of this trailer. You could ventilate the trailer using it. And then back here is the CZone system. So if you download the Airstream Smart app, you can control the devices on your cell phone as long as you have the internet plan, because this has a Wi-Fi built into it. And then you can control everything. You can turn lights on and off from here. So basically you just pick which one you want on. Shower, do I want it on or off? Turns it off. And then you can go into different modes. So away mode, dims the lights, shut down the lights. Cinema mode, brings them down all the way. Onboard mode, when you turn on board, it wakes the trailer up, turns on all your lights, and there's a sleep mode on board. You can control the awning from here. You could do all your climate control. So there's so much you could do on here. You can monitor your tires, your propane, your tanks, everything within here. You can see freshwater, gray water, wastewater, propane tanks, and your interior temperature, your battery. There's so much you could do on that. We could spend an hour just talking about that. But at Colonial Airstream, we give you training. When you buy an Airstream from our dealership, we give you hands-on training with a delivery coordinator in our delivery room, which is what we're in right now. And they'll go through systematically all the systems in your trailer and teach you how it all works inside and out. And we always invite our guests to stay at our dealership after your training in your Airstream at our facility so you could try out all the systems before you hit the road and head back home. Let's go over to galley now. So this is a new improvement for 2023. They added a wine rack here with additional storage. You got an ocean air shade here behind the faucet. Look how big this sink is. This is an LK sink. Nice size. Again, with the gap here, it allows the heat to come through. Storage below. Silverware here. Another drawer. Storage here. Trash pail comes out. Seats right in. This is all CNC cut. This is Italian light ply the cabinets are made out of. This one opens up and this slides out. But when I mentioned what was new for 2023, well, we used to have a 3-burner cooktop with a gas oven and then a convection microwave off to the side. A Customers wanted a more residential feeling. So now you have higher BTU burners, larger surface to put larger pots and pans on, 3 of them. And then you have an oven, which is an electric oven convection. So it's got a lot of really cool features built into it, but it's much larger. You're not restricted now in the size because they went up a size, and it gives you more of a residential look and feel altogether. Another drawer here. Another one here. More roof locker storage up top, wide open. Cooktop ventilation. Another storage here, and another one here above the fridge. People love this slide out pantry. 4 racks come with it. 10 cubic foot compressor style, 12 volt style refrigerator. This is deep and it's wide. There's plenty of space. You can organize these refrigerators so much better than the older absorption style because these are deeper. You know, you can put a pizza box in there and it still fits. And then all the controls are up here to turn it on and off, change your temperature mode. And then there's a night mode you can put it on that lowers the fan speed, lowers the compressor. It makes it a little bit quieter at night because they know you're not going to be opening and closing the door all night long. Over here is 2 doors, pocket doors, one here and one here. And if you want complete privacy while you're in the bedroom, you just pop these closed. I like that feature. There's some hooks here to hang your coats. Comes with a welcome mat. There's a fire extinguisher we spoke about before, a grab handle here, a bumper in case you forget to duck on the way out. More controls here for lighting and a main battery disconnect. You can shut down the whole trailer and turn all the battery system off to almost everything in here by hitting that button. You gotta hold it in for a few seconds. Back to the bedroom. Bed lifts up. There's 3 drawers built in. There's a bulk storage area here. That box in the front, that's the trunk that we saw. Premium mattress on this trailer, and then look underneath these little slats here. They allow airflow under the mattress and give you a little bit more of an inner spring. Lift this up, you can see it's a pillow top memory foam style mattress. And then the bed, see how it's tilted up right now? You can tilt it up even more for reading. Or you can lay it completely flat. This is nice because when you're not sleeping, you can fold the bed up and it gives you a lot more room to walk around when you're in the bedroom during the day. Next to each side, you got some USB and electrical outlet here and there. Then you got drawer storage and a cabinet storage here. And then look down here. These are the radiators that you get. Those are for the hydronic heating system. And they always give you access ports. That way, if there's ever any maintenance need to be done, they put the access panel there. Television articulating arm, HDMI and cable hookup, inverter circuit hookup. This TV is 12 volt, so it runs right off the battery system. Another fantastic fan, but this one has a shade built into it. Pretty cool. And then over here, we got these really thick privacy curtains. They really black out the trailer. And then they just snap right in place. And then you got that all the way around the whole front. 2 speakers up here. Roof locker storage. Here's the internet router built in, the PEC Wave. So you put your SIM card in for your cell phone provider and set that up. Then the whole trailer has its own Wi-Fi. You could put a Nest camera in here. You could do smart monitoring for other things on board. It's really nice to have a dedicated internet right inside your RV. Now, on this side, we have another control for the bed. So there's one over there, but when you walk into the room, if you just wanted to fold the bed up, you could do it from here. You could also control the lighting on board for the bedroom portion of the trailer. And then there's one here and one all the way in the back. Those are just the sensors for the rooftop air conditioners that sense the temperature inside each one of the rooms. Well, thanks for joining us for the tour of the all-new 2023 Airstream Classic 33 front bedroom queen here at Colonial Airstream in Millstone Township, New Jersey. Please visit us on the web at colonialairstream.com. You could call us at 1-800-265-9019. And don't forget to check out our cool reels on Instagram at Colonial Airstream. Well, I'm Patrick, and I hope to see you soon.